Coming up, a medical amnesty measure underway.
It's a case where making a phone call could save a life. We'll detail the efforts to give Good Samaritans amnesty when it comes to Hawaii's growing drug overdose problem.
Hawaii's drug problem has become more deadly than drownings, car crashes, or pedestrian fatalities. There are renewed efforts to prevent more deaths by passing a Good Samaritan bill. KITV4's Paul Drews explains.
The number of drug overdoses in Hawaii has been shooting up.
We certainly have a problem with drug overdoses, both prescription drugs and illegal drugs.
Hawaii has seen a 70% increase in overdoses in the past decade, while the number of fatalities reached a new high of 183 in 2011.
I recently walked by a guy who was laying on his back with a needle hanging out of his arm, and he was kind of just twitching there and looked like he might be unconscious, and everybody around him was just kind of walking by him.
This is one of those cases where simply calling for help can make the difference between life or death.
With narcotics, you can have an overdose situation which can be quickly reversed. A lethal situation can be quickly reversed with medical attention.
But some aren't making that life-saving call.
People won't call 911 if there's paraphernalia about, and there's always paraphernalia about.
Our data shows that about 70% of our folks that have witnessed an overdose said they did not call 911 because of fear of prosecution or arrest.
17 other states have amnesty bills which would offer those who call 911 during a medical emergency protection from prosecution, but Hawaii doesn't. Efforts to pass a measure failed this legislative session, but supporters will give it another shot in January.
It wouldn't give amnesty to people like drug traffickers or folks that you're concerned about, but it would allow folks that are around that might be afraid to call 911 because of paraphernalia or other drugs are on the scene to be able to save a life by calling 911.
There is concern the bill would give the message that drug use is sometimes allowed, but supporters of a medical amnesty measure say it goes beyond the right and wrong of drugs.
A life is more important than a criminal charge.
Others wonder if drug users would even know about legal changes, but the word on the street is the word would spread quickly and would also make a big difference to drug users.
I think it will save lives, most definitely. That extra few minutes to get rid of the paraphernalia, could jeopardize a person's life.
So the bill will definitely save lives, because a lot of times people do not call 911. I've come across bodies that have been lying at a bus stop or something for hours because nobody wants to get involved.
Paul Drews, KITV4 News.